Hello, how's it going? Look, vegetable stew on the go today. Lentils, vegetables, the selection is up to you. I've got cumin, garlic, chili, oregano. You can see I've got a few olives in there. Vegan, vegetarian, healthy, delicious, fantastic. Welcome back to How to Cook Great. So a fair amount to look at. First of all, let's look at the vegetables that I'm using. So this is 3 cups each. I've got carrots, potatoes, bell peppers, celery, fresh tomatoes, and here I've got some brown lentils. These are cooked already. I soaked them and then, boiled them up for a little bit. Now I'm using this, they're actually called a red Mansour, but they are brown. You can use a different one if you want. If you use a red lentil, for example, it will kind of just dissolve in itself. So these kind of keep their body and shape. Let's move on. So then we've also, in addition, got 2 cups of onion, nice tablespoon of garlic, a teaspoon of chili, 2 teaspoons of oregano and 2 teaspoons of cumin. And then I've got some nice black olives there. Use green if you want. I've got about 10, I think. Okay, so you're gonna need a nice large pot like I've got here. In there I've got like 3 or 4 tablespoons of oil. I'm using olive oil, but change that if you want. Above medium heat, let's get in the onion, the carrot, and the celery. And we're gonna cook this for about 5 minutes. Just like that, give them a nice head start. Now we're also going to be adding some canned tomatoes, but I'll show you that a little bit later on. So we've given those harder vegetables and the onions a head start. We can now drop in our 3 cups of cooked lentils, our 3 cups of potatoes. I'm going to get my olives in now, and that tablespoon of garlic. We're now going to add some salt and black pepper, and we're going to go for about another 4 or 5 minutes. Stir every now and then. Coming together beautifully. Let's get that 3 cups of fresh tomatoes in there. And then our herbs and spices. I'm going with 2 teaspoons of oregano, or oregano as some of you call it, 2 teaspoons of cumin and 1 of chili powder. Change that if you want. Get something else in there that you fancy. But I think that's a nice little combo. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to go for another 5 minutes. Let those tomatoes start to break down a bit. Give it a stir every now and then. Well on our way. Excellent. Right, next up, 1 can of tomatoes. It's about 3 cups again, isn't it, in there? So 1 can, a regular size can, that kind of size can, 400 ml. That was a whole plum tomato that I just roughly crushed with my hand. And then I've got some vegetable stock here. I've got 300 ml vegetable stock. You could just use water if you want. Now what we're going to do is turn the heat right down to a simmer, nice and low, and we're going to cook that. It's going to be about another sort of 7 or 8 minutes for me, but you just want to get all your vegetables nice and tender. Beautiful stuff. Okay, that is absolutely beautiful. Now I've still got my bell peppers. Now with my bell peppers, again there's 3 cups there, I stick them in and I'm just going to fold them in and cook them for like a minute or 2 so they retain a real big sort of crunch. You can cook them a bit longer if you want, so I'm just going to go for a couple of more minutes. Right, off goes the heat. Check that for salt and pepper. Got about half a cup here of chopped parsley. Little mix, job done. That's a really beautiful little stew we've got there. Really, really fantastic lentil vegetable stew. I hope you enjoyed that. Keep safe, keep well, and I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Thanks a lot for getting to the end of the video. If you'd like to give me a thumbs up, that does help us out quite a lot with the algorithm and such like. Subscribe if you like, you'll get notified about what we're doing. There's a thanks button if you want to donate. See you soon.